Vinny, what are the advantages and disadvantages of the amount of games the AHL provides here in the beginning of the season? You played 2 last week, 2 more this weekend. It's a lot of time in between to practice. What's the advantage, disadvantage to that?
It's good for college guys coming in. They're used to the same schedule, but it's an advantage for guys getting to know each other a little bit in practice, trying to get as many line rushes as you can. The disadvantage is that playing games is just the only real thing you can do, so that'd be probably the disadvantage, and not getting into routine and with the game. So
routine, consistency, and flow, all pretty important, to getting something established early. How do you feel you guys have kind of tried to achieve that in the first couple of weeks?
It's a work in progress. I think we've only played a couple of games, so there's just a lot to work on, and just good practice habits just leading to the game. So I think that's what we're working on every time, but everything's a work in progress throughout the whole regular season. You just build it up for hitting your stride when the time matters in playoffs, You
guys got a fair bit of experience. What do you lean on here in these early days in October in order to make sure you're at the best you can possibly be coming into a weekend?
Like I said, just practice habits, especially when you get a long week. You just try to maintain your health and just try to do the right things to be able to come each day and get better and make sure every rep counts. That's just something we can work on as a team each and every single week, is making sure our practices are high intensity and crisp, executing. But yeah, every game's so important. There's so many of them, but there's not when you get from month to month. It just flies by. So it's important to get those wins early and just keep building progress.
One thing it seems from looking from the outside of the rink in is that you guys have not had trouble getting together, and the camaraderie and the friendship, it came real fast amongst a group that hadn't been together a lot before. What do you make of that?
I just think the way Toronto sets up their organization is just really special. There's not a lot of places like it. You have everything here for both teams. I was here probably 3.5 weeks early, and that felt like 2-3 months with the guys with both teams. So it felt like a lot of time spent, and it makes it a lot easier just because we're practicing and skating and working out every single day. We're eating breakfast and lunch together, and so we're very fortunate for how the Leafs run their organization and for all they do for us. And I think that's just what makes everything so tight, because we're only a couple weeks into the season. So naturally you wouldn't be as close as we are in another organization. But everyone's around each other all the time, so it's pretty special. We're very, very, very lucky. And I think the young guys that just come here for the first time don't know how good it is. So I've been around the block, and I know how grateful I am for this and how special it is for us.